No welding school out there can prepare you 100% for the job, and let me explain what I mean. So just like in high school and middle school and maybe college if you went to college, every time you graduate and go to another section of life. So when you graduate middle school and go to high school, you're back on the bottom. So from 8th grade to 9th grade, you go back to the bottom of the totem pole. And that's how it is in welding school. Doesn't matter how good the school is, doesn't matter who's teaching you or what skills they have. When you graduate welding school, you're gonna go back to the bottom of the totem pole. And that's just how life is. Every time you get to a certain point and you think you're good, something in life is gonna knock you back down. And that's how it is in the welding industry. When you graduate welding school, you're gonna be back on the bottom. So when I graduated welding school, I was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm a good welder. I think I can do everything. I'm gonna be awesome. I get out in the field, my first welding job, I busted like 4 or 5 welds. And I did really good here in welding school. I had great welds. They all bent well. I could weld alloys. I'm an awesome welder. I'm gonna do great. But I get out on the job and it's totally different. The biggest thing about being on the job is the welds are not in the same places that you're used to welding in. Yeah, welding schools can put you in simulators, and we put you in a lot of simulators here to help with that. Since I've graduated, we've added so much more to KWI. And there's a lot of other schools that have a lot of simulators as well, but it's still, you'll not get 100% of the real world aspect into KWI or any other school. It doesn't matter what anybody tells you. If they do tell you something like that, they're lying to you. But whenever you graduate welding school and go to the job, it's just a whole different world, and there's just so much thrown at you at once that you're not gonna be great right out the gate. And that's okay, because nobody started out as a great welder. Everybody starts out on the same playing field when they get into the welding industry. The welds are hard. They seem hard, maybe for some people. For me, they did. Like, I had an easy weld in the rack now for me, but when I graduated and went on this job, it was a weld in the rack. It was stainless, and I just was running my lines all really dumb and everything. So, you're not gonna be great right out of the gate, and that's okay. And the biggest thing that we try to do here for you at the Kentucky Welding Institute is try to eliminate the problems that we've faced going straight into the industry, and gonna make, we try to make your transition as streamlined as possible. But like I said, going back to earlier, if any welding school or anybody tells you that you're gonna be 100% ready for the job, it's a total lie. They can get you close, but nowhere will get you 100% ready for that first welding job. You will bust welds, you will get mad, and you will probably catch a lot of flack from people in the industry because they know you're green, so you're just gonna have to be able to take it from them. So that's the biggest thing, is just be prepared when you graduate any welding school that the first job is gonna be a real punch in the face, and you're gonna have to be able to take a lot of crap from people. So that's just how it is. That's just the welding industry. You can't really be too soft-handed out there. You gotta have some grit to you. And we try to incorporate that in our program here at KWI. We're making it pretty hardcore and putting you in as many rough situations as you can. So hopefully that helps, and see you on the next video.